Hi there, my name is Adham and today I'll be teaching you how to skateboard for beginners. In order to do this, you'll need proper skating shoes, a skateboard, and a smooth skating floor. Before you can learn how to skate, you need to learn the elements needed to make a board. A wheel, a bearing, which go inside the wheel, and which is needed for the wheel in order to turn. A bearing is classified by the epoch it has. An epoch is the amount of rating. So for example, if it's epoch 3, then it's not as good as an epoch 7 or an epoch 5. Bolts, the trucks, which hold the wheels and the boards and the bolts together. The deck itself, grip tape, which is the top sheet and grips your legs to the board. So for example, when you come to do a trick, you don't slip off the board. Here, as you can see, the board has a slight bend in it. This bend going downwards is called a concave, and when it's going up, it's either called a tail or the nose. It's classified by distance between the bolts and the end of the tail. Whichever one is taller, is wider, is the nose, and the tail you pop from. The trucks could be loosened or tightened however you want them. Many people would go with tighter trucks because for when they come to land the trick, the board won't slip away from them and make them fall. As you can see now, I'm loosening the trucks. Here they are, those trucks. Now, here I am, tightening the trucks. So for goofy stance people, this is the proper stance that they would be on before they would do tricks, with their knees bent. Okay, and when they come to push, they put their front leg, they slide it into the proper position, aligning itself with the board, push, and then putting their leg back where it was. But for goofy stance people, they would do the same thing but opposites. Just as I said. Okay. There is a trick known as a wheelie or a manual. Okay. For some people it's known as a manual, but for skateboarding it's called a manual, but for some people they might call it a wheelie. Okay. This trick is done by just putting a little bit of pressure on the back foot So the only thing that will be touching the ground at once while doing a manual is the back wheels, which are these two wheels. Okay. So it also might help if you, while you are doing a manual, you bend your knees a little and do this, or just start rolling your hands and like leaning just a little bit towards the towards the back or the front, depending on which part would touch the ground. When you master the trick of the wheelie or the manual, it should look something like this. Now that you know what it would look like when you finally know how to manual and master the art of it, it's time to get into more harder ground tricks. This trick is called a power slide. So I would need to put one leg on the tail, one leg on the nose, and while I am running, I would need to twist my body and stop my body with the board. Here's how it would look like when you finally know how to power slide. When you know how to power slide, the next level of the power slide is called a revert, which means that you switch from one tail from the skateboard to another. This is how it should look like when you finally master it. After you have mastered all of these tricks, you are now ready to go on to air tricks like kick flips and ollies. The ollie is the most basic trick in the air tricks. Okay, so the first step is that you need to keep your knees bent. And the second step, you pop. Third step, you slide and you jump. Okay, all of this should be really fast, and this is how it should look like when. For many people, going faster while ollieing will make it easier.